Hello everyone, this is Rafael Garnica and I will be reporting about Module 3, Soil Plant Interaction, Unit 2, Nitrogenous Plant Nutrients. Nitrogen as plant nutrient as the most important and most limiting nutrient element throughout the world, particularly in the tropics. This unit describes the various forms and functions of nitrogen in plants, nitrogen cycle, inputs and losses of nitrogen to the soil plant system, and the factors that affect these end transformations in the soil plant ecosystem. You will also be able to detect and deficient symptoms in crops. Nitrogen as plant nutrient. Nitrogen is considered to be the most important nutrient, and plants absorb more nitrogen than any other element. Nitrogen is essential to in making sure plants are healthy as they develop and nutritious to eat after they're harvested. It's also needed to help plants grow and develop normally. Nitrogen in tropics. Nitrogen in tropics is an essential nutrient that plants must absorb from the soil to survive. Most land plants outside the tropics appear to have evolved to rely on just one of three common sources of nitrogen: nitrate, nitrogen, oxygen, 3 negative, ammonium, nitrogen, hydrogen, 4 positive, or dissolved organic nitrogen, DON. Nitrogen as plant nutrient. Nitrogen is very important and needed for plant growth. It is found in healthy soils and gives plants the energy to grow and produce fruit or vegetables. Nitrogen is part of the chlorophyll molecule, which gives plants their green color and is involved in creating food for the plants through photosynthesis. Nitrogen as plant nutrient. The nitrogen cycle is the biogeochemical cycle by which nitrogen is converted into multiple chemical forms as it circulates among atmosphere, terrestrial, and marine ecosystems. Important processes in the nitrogen cycle include fixation, ammonification, nitrification, and denitrification. Nitrogen as plant nutrient. Thus, nitrogen undergoes many different transformations in the ecosystem, changing from one form to another as organisms use it for growth and, in some cases, energy. The major transformations of nitrogen are nitrogen fixation, nitrification, denitrification, anammox, and ammonification. Nitrogen as plant nutrient. The following major transformation of nitrogen. Nitrification. Nitrification is the process that converts ammonia to nitrate and then to nitrate and is another important step in the global nitrogen cycle. Most nitrification occurs aerobically and is carried out exclusively by prokaryotes. Nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation any natural or industrial process that causes free nitrogen or N2, which is a relatively inert gas plentiful in air, to combine chemically with other elements to form more reactive nitrogen compounds such as ammonia nitrates or nitrification. Nitrification is the process by which ammonia is converted to nitrates, nitrogen oxygen 2 negative, and then nitrates nitrogen oxygen 3 negative. This process naturally occurs in the environment, where it is carried out by specialized bacteria. Ammonia is produced by the breakdown of organic sources of nitrogen. Denitrification. Denitrification is the process that converts nitrates to nitrogen gas, thus removing bioavailable nitrogen as returning into the atmosphere. The nitrogen gas N2 is the ultimate end product of denitrification, but other intermediate gaseous forms of nitrogen exist. Anammox. Anammox stands for anaerobic ammonium oxidation. The process was discovered in the early 90s and has great potential for the removal of ammonia nitrogen in wastewater. The responsible bacteria transformation ammonium, nitrogen hydrogen 4+, and nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen oxygen 2, into nitrogen gas, nitrogen 2, and water, H2O. Ammonification. Ammonification refers to any chemical reactions in which NH2 groups are converted into ammonia or its form ammonium NH4+ as an end product. Bacteria and related microorganisms derive metabolically useful energy from the oxidation of organic nitrogen